Electoral violence is beyond physical violence. It is the purpose behind the violence and the oscillation between physical violence and psychological violence.
As youths, we are going to make concerted efforts to bring about responsible citizenship. And of course, electoral violence is one of those things that have marked our elections from time immemorial till now.
Electoral violence is simply acts or threats of coercion, intimidation, or physical harm perpetrated to affect an electoral process.
Voting the candidates that you share the same ideology with, and then never being a template to perpetrate violence or to instigate people in electoral violence.
When Party A sees that it's not favoring them, they would start by delaying or causing chaos. And you'll find out that we go to the polls very early, we do our verification, but then it doesn't start early.
We thought it as the level of the escorts, we thought it and deemed it fit and right for us to organize sensitization campaign to say no to electoral violence.
I would say it's very timely because we are in the electioneering years and we're prepping into 2019. And I would say this is timely to have youth leaders and community leaders to be here to talk about this, saying no to election violence. Because we know it's what is plaguing our society, and it has been plaguing our society. But as it is, the politics is very heated.
We want to change the narrative, which is why we start this process. It's not just a one-stop process. It's a process that has been initiated today to conscientize the youths that no political parties or politician is worth dying for. No political party is worth dying for. No politician is worth dying for. If we want to effect a change as a people, we must first remain alive and be responsible.
When we start voting, elections, as soon as there's violence, the next thing is spills over. The next thing you will find a mosque is being burned. The next thing, a church is being burned. So I could ask, what is the relationship between elections and churches, elections and mosques?
The youths being readily available, and then the politicians also engaging the youths.
The youths are always at the receiving end in all crises. The youths are being used for thuggery.
Today's discussion, it's a very balanced one because it's not just feeding them with information. All of us came together and then we proffered the solutions by ourselves.
Well, most of this problem is poverty. That's an illiteracy from the gullible people that accept any form of inducement to cause troubles.
The electorate, are not educated about the election. You discover that some people will ask you, which party are we voting? And then based on what you tell them is what they want to go for. And based on the way you convince them.
We are going to the point that education is beyond classroom right now. And unfortunately, civic education, we should know how to engage officers, the people we elect. We should know how to engage them.
Most of us know the right thing to do, but having the willpower to do it is the challenge. So being that we are the backbone of the society, we should educate one another. And being that this program is taking place now, it's part of the education. The Youth Council is organizing it for the youth.
I believe with this sensitization, it will change their motive of thinking that since they don't want to work, the best way to earn a living is to cause problem so that they can either rob somebody or get money from the politicians. I think if they are well educated, they will never even have that at mind.
We intend to have a crisis-free elections on the plateau, and we intend that Plateau State Youth Council will be a model for other youth councils to emulate. We are not just making noise, we are walking the talk and we are practical about it. We shall get to the level and make sure that all the parties involved have a taste of what it means to be a leader and to learn to think out of the box. From here, we can create a model of leadership that is worth emulating worldwide. So what we intend to achieve at the end of this seminar is responsible citizenship as far as the electoral process is concerned.
It teaches me the sense of unity and unity of purpose
for us, the youth on the plateau, to come together, sit under the same umbrella or roof to discuss about the problem that is affecting us and to provide basic solutions to these problems. In fact, I become well informed and educated as to the causes of electoral violence and the victims of such violence, and on how we should prevent the occurrence of the violence, if not now, even in the future time.
The fight is at our domain. The resources that are being destroyed is in our domain. The health that is being taken away, the education that is being taken away, the prosperity that is being taken away is in our domain. So we must say no to this.
I think that everybody who was here today was able to get specific details of how to solve this problem, because we're all involved in the process.
So if they pay us, go and burn places, give us money to disrupt elections, where are their own families?
It's very, very important that we start the sensitization. We step it down to every district, every community, every hamlet, so that at the end of the day, we have a violent-free election, a general election, next year by God's grace across the states.
When their own kids are in their air-conditioned homes, some of them are in London schooling, and we're here and we are struggling to even get admission, but then we keep aiding them.
Do everything in your power to remain alive. Do everything in your power to defend your community. Dish out criminals. If you have criminals in your community that they are undoing the peace process, report them.
We will not allow our initiatives to be seized by politicians and desperate citizens to cause civil unrest during the electoral process.
I want to see that in 2019 that we'll have a violent-free election in Plateau State.